The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky's Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on the shores of beautiful Rose Lake.
With 2 locations in Vergas and Perm, make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Vergas State Bank, your locally owned full-service bank.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thank you for joining me today. I'm with 2 special people today. I'm down at the Vergas Assisted Living, and I'm with Agnes Wise and Callum Mayfield, and they've joined me today because they were crowned the Vergas Looney Day royalty from the Vergas Assisted Living. And so they got to ride through the parade. If you got to be at Looney Days, you probably were one of those people sitting on the sidelines and were able to wave to them. And so I just thought it'd be fun to catch up with them and not only talk to them about what it felt like to be crowned king and queen, which maybe wasn't that big of a deal to them because they've done a lot of things in their lives, but just to kind of see how they're enjoying living at the Vergas Assisted Living and how they're enjoying being part of our community, and just to learn a little bit more about them. And so, Cal, I'm going to start with ladies first, if you're okay with that. So, Agnes, you were telling me that you were born and raised in, I'm going to let you take over. You tell me how that all went for you.
I was born in Pine Lake Township, but that's by Perm. And then we moved when I was only about 3 years old from there into Ottertail County, which is by Luce, Minnesota.
You know, you mentioned Luce, and Luce, there isn't a whole lot left there, but I still remember my dad always talking about Luce.
Oh yes, that's where I worked after high school for the Woolworth Company, and so otherwise we had a big yard to play in, and there was a lot of kids in the little town of Luce that used to come down, and because we had a lot of room and we could do things like jumping rope and walking on your hands.
Right, you had a lot. It was easy to entertain yourselves. You didn't have the handheld phones.
No, you didn't have all the bought-in toys in those days.
So, Agnes, tell me a little bit about your family. How many children you had, and what you and your husband did.
I have 7 children. No.
You have 7 grandchildren.
I have four grandchildren, but 3 living only, and 7 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren.
Well, that's wonderful, and I know you mentioned that they live in the area. Agnes, what did you and your husband do for a living, and right after you got married?
Well, he got called into the service, and so he left for about a year, and little over a year when the war ended. Then he came back home and had to start looking for work, and that's when he started to manage the creamery in Perm.
Okay. And then did you stay home with the children then?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And then Agnes, how long have you been living here over in Vergas?
How many years?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've been here about a year and a little over a year, 2 years. No, a year. It was a year last November.
Okay. And then tell me about how you like living at the Vergas Assisted Living.
Yeah, it's nice here. The help is also friendly, and they're nice people to work with.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to have you part of our community. I'm going to visit with Cal here for just a minute, okay? Okay. And Cal, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? How long you've been here at the Vergas Assisted Living, and then also your family?
Yeah, well, I've been here about 2 months here, probably. Okay. I don't think it's quite that much.
Quite that much?
Yeah.
So you're just getting a taste of it. But Cal, where was your home at?
In Frazee.
Okay, and then what did you do?
I milked cows first and everything else, and then I done that and took for the kids.
I know you were telling me as we were visiting beforehand that you were a school bus driver. I give you kudos for that because I know what that was like. What was it like being a school bus driver for all those kids?
Good. I liked it outside. I had 2 little ones.
Okay.
Oh man, I could have winged their neck.
And then as you were, you did this whole school bus thing, and then you had the farming. Tell me a little bit about your family.
Well, my family was there too, doing everything that I had to do. They were helping me too, because the kids was all there, you know, and they all helped too till they was more big enough to run away.
And this was all over in Frazee. How many children do you have?
16.
16?
No, 6. I'll take that. Not 16.
Look, that's fine. You know, they probably seem like 16 on some days, but 6 is plenty, isn't it?
That it is, right? Yeah.
And then, Cal, tell.
They were good though at that. Yeah.
Good. And you raised them out by Frazee, and they went to school in Frazee then too? Okay. And where did you go to school?
I went to school there too.
Okay. And so you've been here for 2 months. What do you think of the Vergas Assisted Living?
After I got going here, I like it here.
I know you mentioned at first it was a little hard.
Yeah, but no, if you got something like this, there's no place any better than right here.
Oh, that's really good to hear. We're happy to have you part of the community. So what did you think about the idea of becoming the king of the assisted living?
Well, I never paid too much attention to that.
Did they put a crown on your head?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was kind of hoping you'd have your crown here.
I thought maybe I would too, but nobody said anything, so no.
Is it in your room?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Well, I should have had you bring your crown and wear that.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Agnes, how about your crown? Where's that at? Back. Your crown is back in your room?
Yeah, how is what?
The crown that when they crowned you from the assisted living here. Yeah,
yes,
you have that in your room.
Yeah.
Do you mark that up as a special thing that you were able to do? Be able to ride in the parade?
Yeah.
Have you ever ridden in a parade before?
Oh, years ago once when I was for one of the attendants for Miss Perm or Mrs. Perm, and then I rode in the parade.
So you were in one of the pageants like you ran for a Miss Perm.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand that. Yes, yeah. I mean, I think it's really great that the Vergas, the Miss Vergas pageant lines this up, because you're very special parts of our community, and to have that part of the whole pageant, because they have the Miss Vergas and they have the Princess Altona, and then they have the junior royalty. It's only fitting that they have people from the assisted living too.
Yes. Yeah, I said I was familiar with Vergas because my mother and dad both had lived here, at one time, and we used to come over here quite often.
And your maiden name is?
Scheidecker.
Okay, and so what was your mother and dad's name?
My dad was Scheidecker.
And his first name was?
John Scheidecker.
Okay,
yeah.
and they lived in Vergas.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, Cal, what did you know about Vergas before you came to town?
No, not very much.
Not very much. No. And what have you learned?
Oh, quite a little now.
Quite a little. Well, what kind?
It's a pretty good place.
Do you get uptown?
Oh, yeah.
Now, when I came here today, I noticed that there were some tomato plants out there. I hear that you're the caretaker.
Yeah, for that one.
For that one tomato plant. But did you have big gardens when you were growing up?
Oh, yeah. We had all the time that we did.
With 16 children, you needed that, right?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
And so with the 6 children, you needed a nice big garden.
Yeah.
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 And so as somebody is reaching that point where they're maybe thinking that they just aren't ready to stay at home, how do you get to that point that you're okay with being here?
Well, I am really figure it's a good place.
It's
and
a good place.
I'm well satisfied with it.
And they take very good care of you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, both Agnes and Cal, I want to thank you for joining me today. And it was really fun to see you riding through the parade and being a part of the Vergas Looney Days. I'm really glad that you get to experience the Vergas Assisted Living, because it is a great facility. And it's just really nice to be in this community and have such wonderful people be part of it. And you two are part of that. So thank you for joining me. And we'll see you again. And you have a good day in Vergas.